welcome back. So this is part 2 of 1.2, Flipping Ferraris. We're going to be taking a look at 13 through 27 in today's video. So let's go ahead and get started. Remember, the keyword will be the same as it was for the first half, so function. All right, so the functions f of x, g of x, and h of x are defined below. So we've got f of x equals 3x, g of x equals 10x plus 4, and h of x equals x squared minus x. What we want to take and do is calculate the indicated function values and then simplify our answers. So I'm going to go through one from each of the different functions with you, so that way you have an example of each kind. But this is the same as what we did in the previous lesson, so you're going to get lots of practice with this. All right, so for number 13, f of 7. So that means we're using the f of x function. So we're going to have 3 times 7. 3 times 7 is 21. There's your answer. So f of x function will definitely be the easiest one. You're just going to take whatever is inside these parentheses here and multiply it by 3, and that'll get you your answer. All right, for 19, we have g of s. So our g of x function is 10x plus 4. So we're going to plug s in for x. So we have 10s plus 4. Once again, there's nothing we can do to simplify this. If this would have been a whole number, we would have taken whatever number was in here, multiplied it to the 10, and then added 4. But in this case, it's just 10s plus 4. All right, and 24. So I'm going to rewrite that h of x function so we can see it a little better. X squared minus x. Okay, so we have the function x squared minus x, and we're plugging s minus t into that. So parentheses, s minus t squared minus s minus t. Change how I wrote that t. There we go. So we have to square this, which means, guess what? We're using FOIL. So write it out. I'm going to write it up here. S minus t times s minus t. So first, outer, inner, last. Multiply the s's together. We're going to get s squared multiply FOIL, first, outer. Sorry, brain malfunction. S times negative st. So we have s squared minus st. Inners, another negative and positive, so another minus st. And then last, negative times a negative is going to give us a positive. So we're going to have positive t squared. Combine like terms. So we should have s squared minus 2st plus t squared. So s squared minus 2st plus t squared minus s plus t, because remember, think of it as a negative 1 out there that then we have to distribute to both things in here. Now, is there anything we can do to take and combine like terms? Nope. So this right here is your answer. S squared minus 2st plus t squared minus s minus t. So be really careful on the h of x functions. Obviously, there's a quadratic. They're quadratic, so it's going to be a little more complicated. So be really careful with those, okay? All right. The next thing we're looking at is similar but a little different. So notice that the notation, I cannot speak today, f of g of x is indicating that you replace x in f of x with the function of g of x. So we're going to do 25 together, so f of g of x. And so remember, our f of x function is 3x. So we've got 3x is our f of x, and g of x is 10x plus 4. So what we're doing is we're taking f of x as our outer function. So we're going to have 3 parentheses. Now, it says we're taking all of g of x, which is 10x plus 4, and substituting it in place of our x. So 10x plus 4. Now we're going to distribute the 3 to both things inside. So we end up with 30x plus 12. And there's our answer. Now, obviously on this one, it was fairly easy. There wasn't a lot because it was an f of x function, so it made it a little easier to deal with. You don't have to worry about plugging anything into the h of x function. There isn't a problem like that, so you don't have to worry about that just yet. But you will be plugging h of x into f of x, so just like this, 3, and then plug in the whole function of h of x right here, distribute the 3 to everything in there. And then for 27, you'll use g of x on the outside. So then you'll start with the 10, plug in what f of x is, which is 3x, in for x here, and then add 4 to it. Okay? So hopefully that kind of makes sense. These ones are definitely the trickiest, just understanding what that means, because there's a lot of variables all together when we say f of g of x. So just keep in mind, if the letter's on the outside, that means it's the one that you start with. The one on the inside is the one that's going into that function. Okay? All right, remember your keyword is function. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Have a great day.